Good morning! How's everybody? Welcome to Technique Thursday. Today I'm going to have some fun in the new Follow Journal. So I'm going to try a fun little technique. I want to change up my backgrounds a bit. So let's get started. What are we going to do? Well, first, I love to get messy, so we're going to need some scrap paper. We're going to spray. Kind of got a little on the edge yesterday when I was testing colors. So what I'm going to do is something fun. I'm going to stamp with gesso. And what that's going to do is add like a resist. So the gesso will stay white and the spray will be whatever color spray we use. So I have this little tube of Bo Bunny gesso. I used to work for Bo Bunny, so I have lots of goodies from them. So it's a nice little jar. My other gesso is in a huge jug. So then what you want to do is just pick a stamp. I'm just picking these indigo blue ink splats. I just want just a little bit of color on my paper. Now I printed the Follow Journal on something called matte brochure and flyer paper. It's like a cardstock and it takes anything. It takes sprays and inks and paints, and it does not bleed through to the other side. And I've been using this for my journal for a long time. So what I'm doing is just painting the stamp with the gesso. I know, sounds funny, right? But hey, we're gonna try this. This is the very first page I'm doing in my journal. So I thought, I'm sure everybody wants to see what kind of a mess I can get into today. So here we go. Okay, so we've put the gesso on the stamp and then just put the stamp wherever you want on your page. So I'm going to put a little piece of it here and a little piece of it here, and you can see how it's on the paper. Lots of shadows today here in the studio. I have a little air conditioner that I have in the window right behind me, and it's really blocking all my light. The gesso is also picking up the color that I last used on my stamp, which is kind of funny. Okay, so maybe put some here and there. I'm not sure exactly what kind of design we're going to do yet for the card, so I'm just kind of putting it a little bit everywhere. I'm not sure how much or how little you need. I'm just slopping it on. So we'll do some up in the corner maybe. I'm trying to keep away from where I'm going to use my journaling card. All right, so maybe just a little bit more up in here, and then we're done. Okay, so we have our gesso down, and I'm going to dry this and wash my stamp, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think my gesso is dry. Lots of splitters and splatters on here. And so I thought, you know, I got these new Delusion sprays and I was going to use them in the last journal and ended up using paint. So I thought, oh, let's spray this journal. So what do we have here? Pure tangerine and lemon zest. So a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow. When you spray them, they actually look kind of the same. So let's see if this works. First time for everything. So I'm just gonna put some of that color on, and I'm gonna put some of this on. Maybe one more splurt over there. It's curling. Now what we want to do is take some of that off. What I'm going to do to get it to blend more is just activate it with some water and just let those two colors blend together. And you can move it around because now it's watery, so it's going to drip and drop and all kinds of fun stuff. And then what we want to do is take a paper towel and sort of dab off the white areas, like where you've stamped. You can roll a paper towel across the whole thing if you want. I just like to dab, and I'm gonna do just a little spritz down there. So then what you have is this really cool background, and what I like to do is when I spray or have a darker background, I like to stamp in white or use white paint and a stamp and stamp. What this does is kind of gives you the same effect, but just in a different way. So isn't that cool? So you can use any stamp you want. I don't know, I'm thinking tropical, some splatters, looks like water. Just going to dry this up with my heat tool, the handy dandy heat tool. Someone on YouTube commented that it looks like loosely painted flowers. So that's what I'm going with now. Loosely painted flowers. This is going to be a really fun journal. I'm so in love with those flamingos. I have my hot pink spray just ready. So, okay. Good, we've got that done. Now I can move this off to the side. We can get rid of this paper and work on a nice clean surface for our journal. Like I said, this is my very first page. So I've got my elements out that I think I want to use. So a tag and some of that and the little question. So today my verse is from Mark 8:34. Then he called the crowd to him along with his disciples and said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me." So the question for the day is, how have you taken up your cross and followed Jesus? Do we follow him every day? Do we do what we do in the name of Jesus? I know I get distracted all the time, and I'm really trying to stay more focused on him and his word. So let's put this here. And what I did with the journaling strips is, you ladies are so amazing and you guys do such fun stuff. So I shrunk the journal, the margin strips, and I'm using them for journaling. So I'm just gonna do this. I've got, can you hear my phone ringing? That's Ryan calling. We're going to be discussing some good fun things about the group and about Etsy. So these little things that came with the journal, these little circles, my idea was just to put them on my card, and then I could slip the card under there. I made sure that I could still glue it down. And oh my goodness, now my battery's flashing. What a morning! I will change my battery. I will be right back. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're back. Fresh battery, good to go. Got the glue stick. I'm gonna start gluing down. I think I'll put that there. Some flowers. I was laughing yesterday because when I tried to cut my flowers on my Cameo at one point, it cut my flowers in half. And so I thought, instead of throwing them out, I'm gonna use them. Sherry in our group, she's always like, this printed wrong, but I'm gonna use it. And Patricia, my journal printed this way, but I'm gonna use it. So I thought, I'm gonna use my flowers too. So I'm just gonna start gluing some of this stuff down. And I'm loving this background. I think I'm gonna have fun. So I've got to look for some new stamps so that I can do some more of this technique. I think that'll be fun. So where are we gonna put this? I think right about there. So I'm gonna just do a thin line of glue on both sides and maybe a little at the bottom, and we'll glue that down, and then I can pop my card into it. How's everybody liking the new size of journal. Whoa. Gotta put that right. Oh, not at the bottom, because that's where we put the glue. Okay, let's just do it like that. Make it straight, maybe that would help. Maybe bring it down. I'm gonna have to add more glue. I'm really loving this system, and to have the little book is so fun. Like, I just love my little book. I take 2 seconds. I got everything ready for the follow journal. I put all my sheets in and got my things ready to go. So it's all in the little praise and pray, and there's Grace is in there and follow. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm anxious to see just how many journals can fit in there. That's my new plan. So, some more. Just put that maybe here. Actually, that would be kind of a cool way to just keep the card down so that I can pull this in and out. Oh. There we go. Don't want to do that. Okay. And some flowers, because I love flowers. I just pulled some out of the baggie I have. I have this huge bag of flowers, because I do like 2 or 3 sets, and then I just keep them all in this little baggie, and then I just will probably end up pouring them all over my desk. That's usually what happens. So how is everybody's day? It's very hot here today in Canada where I live, and we have a lot of forest fires burning in the province next to us. And what has happened is now that we have, the wind has changed directions, and so all this smoke from the fires is going to blow into our city today, even though we're 1,000 miles away from the fire. So our air quality out of a 10 is going to be a 9 today. So it's going to be a really yucky day, and I don't do well with forest fire smoke. So I have an inhaler basically just for summer, for forest fires or campfires. And so I have my inhaler ready to go, and I thought I would do my page early this morning. And then I phoned my husband at work and I said, okay, so if I do the air conditioner, does it suck air from outside or inside? And he goes, outside. So I'm like, I can't even use my air conditioner today, and it's gonna be hot. So we're gonna have to get some fans going in here for me and the pups, I think. My studio faces south, so that is a lot of sunshine and heat that comes in here in the afternoons. So look at us, we're just cruising along on our page here. So look at that, so fun. One more little flower. And these journals, I mean, we get a lot of questions on, you know, what's the right way to do them or put them together. It's basically whatever you want to do. However you want to decorate your page, maybe a little, maybe a lot. Maybe you don't want to do backgrounds, and that's okay too. Just have fun and pick a couple elements and go, yeah, I like this flower. So I think that flower is gonna go on this page. And that's just how you can do it. You can do whatever you like. And the other thing that I'm so in love with are these words. Oh, I'm in love with these things. I think I'll be making a lot of these. So I want to put one on my sheet. I think I will do, I can, and I will. Let's see. And I printed this on clear sticker paper, so it will just blend right in. So I'll just cut that up and see if we can get nice and close to the edges. Just like that. And I think I'm just going to put it right there. So let's see if we can get the sticker paper backing off. That's always the fun part for me. is to try and get this off. And I have that long needle, but do you think I can find it on this messy desk? No, I can't. And I'm having, oh, there we go. Usually I just bend it back and forth a few times till it works. So I'm gonna put it right here, and then I just squish it down a bit and it fits. So here's our completed page. Didn't take very long. We had lots of fun. You could still see all the little blurbs and things here from our stamping. I think next time maybe I'll, put my stuff down on my page and stamp around it so I know kind of where the card's gonna go, because I usually do these backgrounds and then I cover them up. So funny, I know. So that's our page for today. If you try the technique, let me know how it works for you. Everybody have an awesome day. I hope you're enjoying the Follow Journal, and I will see you next week on Technique Thursday. God bless.